Welcome to Under Lock and Key TV. I'm your host, Mike Ice. I got the beautiful Kay Fox in the building with me. She's an actress and an artist too. And she's very beautiful too. And if you want to try to holler at her, you gotta go through me.
Don't.
Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. We got Craig Stagg in the building, man. He's a hot R&B singer. Heard a couple of your tunes, man. Doing your thing out there, man. You know what I mean? How did you come up with the name? That's your original name, right?
That's my original name. Yeah.
Definite, man. Yeah. So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing a long time, for about, 20 years? I mean, it started when I was in church, when I was little.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I always been a church boy, you know what I'm saying, singing. And I just grew up on the likes of Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, at home sneaking, listening to the speakers, you know, on the radio as a little kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Although I was in the choir every Sunday, you know what I'm saying, singing the gospel. And that's how, I came to had a voice that I had.
That's what most of the greatest singers came through, the gospel.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Gladys Knight and all that.
Yeah,
Aretha Franklin, all
yes,
that. Yeah, definitely, man. That's what's up.
I was going to ask you, how your upbringing has impacted your music, but it sounds like church and your faith is a big part of that. Would you say that's a big part of, obviously, your background, but how would you say that fits into your music now? How does it impact you now at this point?
I think it gives me good depth with my voice and everything. Like, I can, just sing with more power, with more soul, because I had that training. In the church, you know what I'm saying? So I could just let my emotions and my spirit take control and give it to the people. I can give them the honest, how I'm feeling. And in my lyrics, when I'm writing, I can really just share that with my audience, and that makes it, that much easier.
What do you feel about your highlight right now of your career, where it's going, and what you have done so far to actually it's a big influencement on you right now?
Well, I've been grinding for a minute. I've been staying relevant, as far as singing is concerned. I've been singing all around town. I've been going on those auditions, like for The Voice and X Factor.
How did that work out?
It worked out pretty good. I just never made it to TV time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And it shocks me.
I always want to know, what's the process behind the scenes with that?
You know what, man?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, even when I'm in line, the people was like, they didn't pick you? I was like, what's going on? I was like, yo, I don't know what it is. I'm just tired of going that route. I will never give up. Right. And I tell people out there, never give up. I don't care how many times they tell you no. But I think that has a lot to do with where I am right now. Because, you just try to get on these shows. And I've even done the gospel shows.
Do you think politics plays a big part?
I think so, man.
Think so, right?
I think so, And a lot of times, too...
You don't want to believe that, though. But
not
most
right,
of the time
but it is.
Right?
It is. A lot of times, too, people... I don't know. Sometimes I think they look at me and they don't expect to hear what they're going to hear. Mm-hmm. Since, the look don't match the voice. I've heard that sometimes. Right. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just trying to sing good and give good music,
What you feel about American Idol and Apollo? The difference between both sets?
American Idol and the Apollo.
I've been to Apollo.
Me too. I've been on that
I've never
stage.
been to American Idol. That's why I wanted to ask you that question.
Yeah.
Where did you audition? How many times have you auditioned for American Idol?
None.
None?
No, it was The Voice.
Oh, The Voice.
The Voice.
So
four times.
And where were your auditions? Were they in different places or were they all
were
here
in New Jersey, New York, and Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I asked you American Idol, because American Idol and Apollo is almost the same, but the difference is the crowd for the Apollo,
right?
And then you got judges for American Idol. Right. That's what I was asking them. What's the difference? What would you like to do right quick? If you had to do one.
The Apollo,
right?
any day, because I know I'm going to give the Apollo. I'm from Harlem.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to give them what they want. I know what they want. I know what that audience wants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to please 3 judges at American Idol.
Right.
And a lot of times, you know,
They're not even paying
you know,
attention.
it's like pop. They want,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're looking for.
They don't know what they're looking for.
They don't know what they're looking for.
They're looking for whatever they're being told they're looking for. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Whatever's marketable.
And I really don't think that's like really too honest. But you know, the Apollo any day. I love the Apollo. You know, I got a chance to sing there when Steve Harvey was the host.
Really?
Yeah, and I got a good feedback and
That's
everything.
good.
The audience loved it. Yeah.
So, looking back on that, I did American Idol.
You
I was
did?
On American Idol, I auditioned.
You ain't tell me nothing
Orlando,
about
Florida.
American Idol, so how was it? How
Eons
did it
ago.
go? How did it go?
Well, I'm just saying that because you asked that question.
How did it go? How did it go?
It was terrible.
Why was it so terrible?
It was like cattle call. And is that really the sign of true talent? That it's kind of like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I feel like, because you know you have the people that they pick for ratings that are really just not. They're very challenged musically. That's the kindest way to say it. But then you have the really extremely talented. It's not that there aren't talented people on there.
Right.
But it's really, what are they looking for? You have
Yeah.
no idea. And then you're around thousands of people that are all singing the same song that you're about to sing, and you're like, all right, I'm going to change my song. You're like, no, I've been practicing this song for like a month. And you change your mind. And then I camped out for 3 days for American Idol. By the time I was in front of them, I was tired.
Yes.
I was hungry. I wanted
Yes.
to sleep. I was like, I don't even care anymore.
Right.
Go home.
How about behind the scenes when you get a number and stuff like that? How many actually artists is really auditioning with you behind the scenes?
So for American Idol, I don't know how it is now, but when I auditioned in Orlando, you go up 3 or 4 at a time. There's like literally like all these booths set up, and you audition for like 1 or 2 producers, 3 or 4 at a time for like 15 seconds.
Who did you audition for?
You don't. It's
You don't
not,
even know 'em?
No, you don't know them.
Right,
They're
right.
producers. You're not.
Right.
You're not in front of Paula Simon.
Right, until
Do
you get to the
you
last
actually do the whole song? Because I know at the Apollo.
No, I just said like 15 seconds.
Get out of here!
No,
really?
so
I wasn't even
you
paying
better
attention to that real quick.
make it happen
Wow, 15 seconds.
right
Because
now.
what at the Apollo is 90 seconds, right? Because I had
30 seconds.
I had an
Yeah,
artist.
it's
I had
like
an
a
artist.
minute.
I had an artist that actually was on Apollo, and he made it to the semis.
Right.
And they give you 90 seconds
You're right, a
to
minute and a
actually
half.
go, and they'll decide right there whether they're gonna call you back or not. I was with that whole setup of Apollo. I know that whole setup. I know
Okay.
Capone was there. He was
Yeah.
the host and talent when we were actually interacting on Apollo with amateur night and stuff like that.
Right.
But yo, it's cool. It's a cool setting. You know what I mean?
It's a great experience.
Right.
I always say of things like that, Apollo, of course, like who would not like to say that they graced the stage of the Apollo?
Yes, yes.
But looking back on all of that and what you've done, you said you've been singing for 20 years. You obviously have, a great body of work. Do you have any regrets or anything that you're like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that? Do you think that something really changed the integrity or the direction of what you've been doing with music based on anything that happened?
Yeah, I definitely have one regret, and I talk about it often. I wish I would have went to the music and art high school instead of the business high school. You know what I'm saying? I followed business instead of music and art. It was just a thing, like at that time, everything was business, like going to business, be an engineer, be an accountant, this and that, get a good job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it sounds like you already know how to do music. So you learned business so that you could manage yourself and be able to do that. So if music's something that's inside of you,
Yeah.
and something that's been surrounding you, you didn't need to go to school for that. You already have that. So it sounds like
True.
maybe you made the right decision.
True, but that music theory is no joke.
know.
Learning,
That's
the notes and the scales and all that, that's really no joke.
It's never too late.
That's true. That's true. Don't worry. I'm going back. That's why I'm real happy now that I'm with my man Michael Shaw with Funk Child Productions, because
Shout out to Michael Shaw. Man.
Yeah, Funk Child Productions, man.
He's a great producer.
Yeah.
I like his sound.
He has a
definitely.
good ear too.
Yeah, he does.
Good ear. He
He
knows
does.
a good. As soon as he heard my voice on recording, he knew
Yeah.
what I could bring.
And then the people you want to work with.
Yes.
You want to work with them.
Yes.
Because I heard your music.
Okay.
And he blown me when he let me listen to it. I was blown away. I was like, wow, man, that's what I'm talking about. And I haven't heard that music on that note. The question I was about to ask you, the 80s and the 90s R&B music, right?
Right.
Compared to the music today, right? How do you feel about that?
Oh man, I think today's music is it's still good. It's still good. Compared to the 80s and 90s music, it was just more melodious. You know, it has more of a melody. Like you could just sing on top of the melody, and it was more, you know, rhythmic, or that's the word, or it had more rhythm. But now it's like, you know, as long as you got that beat, that thump, and you know, and certain like things, you know, that's a producer's thing, but on certain like instruments or whatever, then it seems like if that beat is good, you can sing over anything. Now, I'm not knocking that either. That's why I said today's music is still good too, because I can sing on top of them, those nice beats, those, you know, those nice electronic chords or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I can sing right over, because a true vocalist, a true artist can sing on whatever. Like I come from that real R&B era.
Exactly.
So whatever they doing now, I'm right on it. I'm
What you feel about auto-tunes?
What I feel about auto-tunes, I never even really dibbled and dabbled into that. You know, I never really got a chance to do that. I mean, I don't knock T-Pain. I don't knock people to use it when I'm listening, driving.
But that's not singing though.
But what do you think about someone like Chris Brown, who obviously has some vocal talent, is using something like that just because it's become
Just
part?
because,
Just
right?
cause, yeah.
It's what's happening right now.
Like I said, if it makes for good music, it's cool. I know what you're saying, like, you know, it's not really singing or whatever, but if it makes for good music and it's making people feel good, you know what I'm saying? You can dibble and dabble in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I won't dibble and dabble in it once I get to the point where I need to go, but, you know, I'm really just a real singer.
For me, like when I watch the BET Awards, a lot of people are not picked because they can't hold a tune.
Right.
If you ever notice, I noticed a lot when they do the tributes and stuff like that, they only pick certain artists. I know for one, Faith Evans is always picked.
Okay.
She's one of the ones that's always picked.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
Whitney, R.I.P. to her when she was alive. And there's a couple of other females that can actually sing live.
Yeah.
Because a lot of female, Mariah Carey can sing live. A lot of people can't sing live.
Right.
Who's your favorite female artist?
My favorite
R&B.
female artist, R&B. I love all those people you just said. Like Faith Evans, Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan. I like Lettucey, you know. I like a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, as far as my favorite R&B artists.
How about gospel?
Gospel. You mean you still in females?
Females and males.
Oh, females and males. Oh man, it's so many. Gospel
I like Mary. I
love
Warren.
Mary. But there's so many new artists coming up. You got Isaac Carree, you got Fred Hammond. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, CeCe Winans. I love me some CeCe Winans. I love Erica Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So many, man.
How about Kirk Franklin? What do you think about the Kirk Franklin situation?
Nah, look. When people started talking bad about Kirk Franklin, I was all at his defense. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Kirk Franklin. You know, because he know he's not a singer. He writes and produces and he gets out front. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to be a singer.
Yeah, Diddy does it, exactly.
Right, Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? So I love me some Kirk. People call me Kirk every now and then. But not just because I don't sing or nothing like that. Just because of my style. My style, yeah. Yeah.
So you talk about gospel and R&B. I guess this is probably from my personal standpoint too, because there's something kind of magical in the connection of reggae with a message being included in music. Have you ever thought about doing any reggae projects or anything like that where you could tie into?
He got a reggae.
Oh, I was sleeping on it.
Yeah, he got a reggae.
Okay, so tell us about the reggae song, please.
I heard that one.
I did.
I don't know if that was been leaked. It was supposed to be leaked.
It's gonna get out there sooner or later.
Hopefully.
I didn't want to leak it, but it was hot though.
I can't wait to hear it.
This artist named Animal. He's coming real soon. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you said that.
Perfect.
Thanks to Funk Child Productions, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to collaborate on that.
Right. Yeah, he did. He did his
Michael
thing.
Shaw, he put me on the track.
Yeah.
And I wrote it real quick because as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, I want to get on that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he would like it, but as soon as Animal, the artist, heard it, he was like, yes. So hopefully we'll be performing that real soon.
And she's sitting here being real shy, and she has a reggae song too because she performed it.
You ain't interviewing me?
So he would like to know though.
Oh, so I have
You trying to keep that in the bag? You trying to keep that hidden? You trying to keep that hidden?
Nah,
you trying
no.
to keep it hidden?
No. Have you seen my social network? No, I'm not trying to keep it.
She was messing with me. We was at a show 2 weeks ago, and I was sitting at the table messing around. And she comes over and I was texting somebody back information we about to leave. She comes, takes my phone, and walks away.
He was texting while I was performing.
And I wasn't being rude because I
nah.
know how she performs, and we're cool like that. So it wasn't like I was.
You don't have to. You're excluded from watching me perform.
It ain't like I'm disrespecting. Like I'm not paying attention to her performance, and she's like,
Right.
you
He
know
was just
what?
trying to hurt my feelings.
No, never that.
But I had the honor and privilege of recording at Tough Gong and House of Hits out in Kingston, Jamaica. I did a reggae remix of my song "Screaming to Be Free." It's on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. But yeah, I can't wait to hear it because for me that was something that was really important, that I was able to tie in a positive message with good music, and there's so many fusions of different genres. And for me, genres are more for marketing than they are for me as an artist. I want to be able to pull from every aspect of music because there's so many aspects of music that I love. So, and I think reggae lends itself to kind of delving into a lot of those different kinds of genres.
Yeah.
So what's your next big project? Like, what should we be on the lookout for?
Oh man, I mean, I'm involved in a number of things now, you know, that I'm still attached to. Like, I came up with the Boys Choir of Harlem. That was my.
Do you know Mike Glover?
I probably do.
He manages them.
Okay, yeah. But that was like about 10 years ago. Now, you know, I'm involved with Vi Higginson from Harlem, out of Harlem, with the Sing Harlem Sing project. Big show coming up April 26th. Sing Harlem Sing, look out for that.
Where is it?
127 West 127th at the
Oberia
Dempsey Theater. That's right.
There you go.
Come through, check me, do that Marvin Gaye. I'm playing Marvin Gaye.
Real quick, because you're going to give us a hot performance.
Okay.
Plug the viewers in where they can reach you and how they can do collabos and stuff with you, websites or whatever you have.
Okay, you can reach me at funkchild1284 at yahoo.com, Craig S1013 at yahoo.com, and you know, that's where you can find out what I'm doing next.
This is Under Lock and Key TV. I'm your host, Mike Ice. The beautiful, lovely Kay Fox. And Craig Stagg is going to hit you with a hot performance. Don't touch that dial. Be right back.
Yeah. Your body's in motion. I must drink a love potion. It had to be number 9. Girl, you got my heart just screaming, and I don't wanna fight this feeling. So glad I made you mine.